Alright, what's up everybody? My name is Artavion, but you can call me Eon. I'm excited because today I'm going to start the process of soft launching my fine jewelry brand. In the coming weeks, you can follow me in the process as I get ready to launch the website. Today, hopefully you can follow me through a very productive day of starting that process. Today you can expect me to update my agenda because it's important to stay prepared when launching a business like this. You can also expect me to model some jewelry today. While I have a good number of models already made, I think it's important to have a nice handful of different pieces when I launch my brand. And also along the way, I'll have to visit the studio later today to show you guys just one of the techniques that I use for creating jewelry pieces. The piece that you guys will see me carve and wax later today is a more personal piece that I'm making for myself to signify the start of this long journey. Enough yap, let's get to it. I don't even know why I said enough yap because I'm definitely not stopping anytime soon. Starting this agenda last semester was probably the best thing that I could have done for myself. In this case, my agenda would be playing a bigger role by making sure I'm staying up to date as I prepare to launch my jewelry business. Ever since I was young, I knew I always wanted to live a life where I was my own boss. So as I grew up, I operated with that goal at the forefront. It played a huge part in me deciding to go to college for game dev. I figured that since I love playing games, I could just go to school and learn to make one on my own and hopefully make a living through that. But after going to school for the past 4 years, reality set in. Not that it's not possible, but that it's just really hard to make a good game alone and unfunded. Here's what I mean. Even though I collected all the necessary tools and skills to develop a game, the biggest factor still stood in my way. And this is a factor that gets in the way of AAA companies and indie devs alike. It's time. And the truth is, I can't afford to spend all of my time in front of a computer with only the hopes that my game will blow up and make me rich whenever I finished it. And that right there is the problem. Unless I'm funded, there is no flow of income during the creation of a game. Only after if you created a good game. And that's just not realistic. I mean, come on. Apart from rent, I have to eat like every day, and that costs. So I thought to myself, okay, I need a new plan because a regular smuggler job is not cutting it. And I ran through a lot of different things. I thought of a clothing brand, during that huge spike of clothing brands coming out and it became completely oversaturated, and a bunch of other things. And then last semester, I took a little class called Metals and Jewelry. And during that class, I instantly fell in love with the craft. Not only that, but it presented an opportunity to use some of the skills I garnered learning game dev, primarily 3D modeling. Using 3D modeling techniques alongside the new metalworking and jewelry design skills, I'm able to create complex designs that remind me of the fantastical and whimsical designs I remember from childhood games. The combination of these two skills, plus support from not only my friends and family, but my very experienced teacher, is what inspired me to create a fine jewelry business. While we're on the topic of family, I figure now is a good time to tell you that that's exactly what this ring represents. This ring that I will start wax carving later today is meant to go on my pointer finger, and it has 3 blue spinel in it. Blue is not my most favorite color, but it's definitely one of them. A lot of the stuff that I own is in blue. Spinel is the birthstone of August, and August is when I was born. I have 3 younger siblings, so that is why I decided to choose 3 spinel for this ring. So this ring is going to represent my younger siblings. A huge reason I want to start a business is to not only support myself, but also my family. I definitely wouldn't be the same person I am or the position I'm in today if it wasn't for my family. So going forward, I would definitely love to create more pieces that represent not only my siblings, but the rest of my family too. And pretty soon, I also hope to be able to make jewelry for them too. So if you're watching this and your family out there, shoot me a text and we could talk about some different designs. But as you can see here, I'm keeping my designs pretty simple. I'm pretty much doodling so I can get a rough idea of what I want to make. What I love about metals is the craft is more hands-on in 3D rather than a 2D drawing. But with that being said, my ring is also going to stay pretty simple, as I want it to be more of an abstract representation that's meaningful to me than a show or something to see for someone else. To start my ring, I'm just going to cut off a small piece of a wax tube and then start filing it down to refine the shape. Wax carving and metalworking in general is a lot of repeated actions. So when I really get going, I just like to throw on some music to really get in the zone. So we could just do the same here. After I feel like I've gotten it smooth enough, I go ahead and draw on some guidelines using a divider, and then I go ahead and carve out the inside to get it to the right size. After a lot of carving, I can check if the ring fits just by putting it on my finger since it's my ring. After getting the ring to the right size, I start working on sawing out the shape that I designed earlier. After the side piece is finally cut off, I can flip it over and switch to the other side to make sure it's symmetrical. After sawing forever, we can go back to filing forever. I know it looks tedious, but to me, it's actually really relaxing. I mean, just listen to the sound of me filing. Isn't it relaxing? After getting a flatter surface to work with, I start to file away the inside at an angle to create a comfort fit. The comfort fit, as the name suggests, ensures a more comfortable wear experience by making sure there are no hard or sharp edges squeezing the finger. And again, I'm just filing over and over again until it feels like I got a comfortable fit on my finger. After I get it to fit me the way I want, I can flip it over and switch to the shank so I can make the same curved design that I drew. Some more filing later and I get it to the size and feel that I want, so I begin to mark out the top so I can cut it off so it's not too tall. Next, I am going to be setting the blue spinel, then investing it in preparation to cast it in silver. So make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss the next update. Also, if you made it to the end, just for you, if you click the link in the description, you can get a sneak peek of what's to come. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.